Hey guys, so I'm back today finally with a new video for all of you guys. I feel like it has been a really long time since I sat down and filmed a video, and that's probably because it has been. I've tried to sit down and film, but I haven't been happy with the content, so I've kind of just scrapped it. It has been well over a month since I posted something, and within that time, a lot of stuff has happened in my life. Things have been super chaotic. Oh my god, I'm already getting emotional just thinking about what has happened. But I'll give you guys like a really quick lowdown on what has happened and why I kind of haven't been here. There was a bit of a tragedy in my family. My grandfather passed away in March. Mid-March he passed away. It kind of came really quickly. He was diagnosed with cancer in February, I believe, early February. And when he was diagnosed, he was already stage 4. He had cancer in a few different parts of his body. So we were kind of expecting it to happen, but not as quickly as it did. We were told that we would be given so much time with him. And then out of nowhere, things just escalated really quickly, and it happened in a matter of days. That was really hard for me and the family, and we're all still kind of dealing with it. My grandfather was the prominent male figure in my life because my father passed away when I was 11. So he was that male figure that I had, and now he's not here. And it's just really hard to take in. So I was dealing with that, and obviously during that time I just wanted to be with my family, and filming was the very last thing on my mind. That was one of the reasons why I really haven't been here. My mind really hasn't been on filming. It's not that I don't like filming, because I still love it. It's still a lot of fun for me, and I still love to create all these videos for you guys. Just my mind wasn't where it needed to be at that particular time. And so I just couldn't focus on filming. And on top of all of that, I switched jobs, but yet again, I feel like since I've had this channel, I've switched jobs probably 4 times. I wasn't satisfied where I was and decided I needed a change. Because I wasn't satisfied, I was very stressed out at the job I was previously at, and I didn't like it. And I don't like myself when I get that way, because I don't know, I don't like to not be happy, and I found that I wasn't happy there. I was constantly upset. So I was searching for a new job while all of this went down, and then after all that happened, I got an interview and I started a new job, another full-time job where I'm working 40 hours. So that kind of makes it hard to sit down and film as well. It's just kind of that I don't know how to manage my time, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'll get better at time management and finding the time to do things I like to do alongside what I have to do. But that's what's been happening in my life, and I just thought maybe you guys would like to know. So without further ado, we're gonna jump right in to the video. All right, so this video is another favorites video, and you guys are probably thinking like, really, Bree? Can't you film something that's not a favorites video? And yes, there will be stuff coming that isn't a favorites video, but I haven't tried too many new things lately, but there are a lot of things that I'm just always grabbing for because they're like, I guess you could say my holy grails. They are just things that I gravitate towards all the time, and I really want to share that with you guys because, well, why not? So that's what I'm doing. I'll start with this since it's the first thing that I grabbed, and skincare is huge. All of you probably know that. If you don't take good care of your skin's not gonna look good, your makeup's not gonna hold up well. I have problematic skin. I do suffer from acne every once in a while. I do get some pretty bad flare-outs, but I have a lot of acne scarring on my face. I got acne really bad when I was younger, and it scarred, unfortunately. I'm always looking for a face wash that's going to keep my acne down and may help with the trouble spots that I have on my face. And I can honestly say, once I found this product, I fell in love. It is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Cleansing Oil. It deep cleans and brightens, removes makeup and impurities. So this is a face wash, but it's more of an oil. It's not just a cleanser, it's an oil. This does have, it has grapeseed, jojoba, and rose hip oil and vitamin C. It claims to be for all skin types, and it has no mineral oil, no parabens, and no, I don't even know how you say this, phthalates? I don't know, but it has none of that in it. I have found since using this, it has brightened up my skin a little bit, and it's also kind of toned down the redness of my acne scars. So I am definitely loving this. Next thing, since we're on the line of skincare, is a moisturizer that I picked up. I do have oily skin, but I still moisturize my face because right after washing it, my skin gets dry and tight. I want to bring some more of that moisture back to my face. This is the L'Oreal Ideal Moisture Day Cream for normal to combination skin. And it just looks like this. And it actually smells really, really clean and light. A little bit of this goes a long way, and it is so moisturizing. And wearing this moisturizer actually makes my skin feel really, really nice. So big thumbs up to this moisturizer. Next, I'm gonna move on to a couple foundations, and this foundation I grab all the time. I've done a review of it here on my channel, and it is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This foundation is just awesome. It does keep me matte up to a point. My oils still do come through, depending on how long I've worn it. But I don't know, I just love it. It's a little bit thicker, so it's a little bit more full coverage for me, and I find it is easily buildable upon my acne scarring areas, and I don't know, I just love it. It's what I've been reaching for lately, so if you haven't tried it and you want to, I suggest you do. You won't be disappointed. And this next foundation is another foundation that I reach for more than not, and it is the L'Oreal A True Match Foundation. I don't know what it is about this foundation, but I just really, really like it. I feel like it's very lightweight. It's more of a liquidy foundation, but it still is very buildable, and it just looks very natural. I don't really get cakey with this foundation, and it's just something that I reach for almost all the time. I think I have a thing for L'Oreal foundations. Yeah. Next, I'm gonna mention a concealer, and this is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. I love this concealer for under the eyes, but I also love it for priming my eyes for eyeshadow. That is what I use this for most of the time. I use a different concealer under my eyes, but most of the time I use this just to prime my eyes, and it works really well. I find my eyeshadows don't crease on me. I get good color pigmentation for my eyeshadow when I prime with this. Next, I'm going to talk about a couple of powders. First is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I have just repurchased this, and so I haven't opened it yet, hence why you're seeing the little plastic thing on it, but I absolutely love this powder. It has been one of my holy grail powders for a really, really long time. As of right now, I've been using this powder just to set underneath my eye area because it's translucent, it doesn't add any more color, and I find it works really well for setting my under eye area, but it also works really well setting all over the face. I don't feel overly dry with this powder. It doesn't make me itchy. Some powders will make me itchy. No joke. Some powders that I put on my face just make me really itchy and I can't use them. That doesn't happen with this powder. And it is relatively inexpensive. I think it's like $6 at Walmart. Another powder is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is in 110 Porcelain. I absolutely love this powder for setting my face. It gives just a little bit of extra coverage, but not a whole lot. And it is so silky smooth on my skin. And it doesn't mess with any of my foundations. You know how some powders that are a part of a line, if you don't use it with that foundation, it just kind of doesn't do anything when you set your face? I find that that doesn't happen with this. It works awesome over top of any sort of foundation, and it does keep me matte, which is probably why I keep going back to it. This next product I absolutely love, and forewarning, it is filthy because I really need to wash it. But it is the Real Techniques Miracle, I think it's like Miracle Blur Sponge or Miracle Blender Sponge. Anyways, it's the Real Techniques sponge. I heard about this sponge for a really long time, but couldn't find it anywhere near me. And about a month or so ago, I finally found it at Walmart and I picked it up and I absolutely love it. Obviously, you wet the sponge and it expands, and it does expand quite a bit, but there's just something about the sponge that I really, really like. I like that it's kind of tapered and pointed. If you guys have seen some of my videos with my Quo blender sponge, it's shaped a lot differently. But this one is really nice. I use like this end to like dab the foundation all over my face, and then I use this to do concealer underneath my eye. Because it is slanted and you have a little bit of that curve, you can really get up underneath your eye and then pat everything else out. I just really like this sponge, and I want to purchase like 10 more of them because they're awesome in my opinion. And every time I go to Walmart, they're like never there. So I guess other people think they're awesome too. This next product is a highlighter, and I'm wearing it on my face today. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. I just really, really, really like this highlighter, and since it is like drugstore, I got it from Walmart, it is worth it. It is the Hard Candy Tiki Bronzer. Yeah, for some reason they call it a bronzer, but it is way too like gold and highlighty and reflecty, way too highlighty and reflective in my opinion to even be a bronzer. This is what it looks like, and as you see when the light catches it, it is so incredibly beautiful. It is what I've been using on my cheeks for, I want to say like 5 or 6 months now, and I am absolutely in love with it. You could use it on your cheeks, you could use it underneath your brows. It is just awesome, and it's only like $6 or $7 at Walmart. So moving right along and staying in the topic of like cheek areas, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a bronzer that I have been grabbing like crazy. Some of you who have been watching me for a while know that I was obsessed with the Hoola bronzer, but I hit pan on it and it kind of crumbled on me, so it's not really usable. So when I was at Sephora a little while back, I picked up a Too Faced pack, and it came with a mascara and a bronzer, and so I got the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Holy crap, this bronzer is awesome. It looks a little bit dark, and it can be a little bit dark, but I find it works okay for me once I do blend it into the skin. Pigmentation is great. I find it holds up really well throughout the day, and I thought it would break me out a little bit because there is cocoa powder in this, but it does not break me out. And yes, it smells like heaven because it smells like chocolate. So this product is a brow product, and I'm not very adventurous with my brows. When I fill in my brows, I tend to use powder because it's what I'm comfortable using and it's what I've had the best experience with. This is from Sephora, and it just comes in a little package like this. If you can see there, it has, there we go, the Sephora symbol on it. And inside, it has 2 different shades. We've got a lighter shade. It looks more of a gray, and it kind of comes off that way, but it works really well for if you just want to lightly fill in the inner area of your brow. And then we have a darker brown shade as well as a wax to set it. I don't use the wax. In kits like this, I never use the wax. I don't know, it's just weird to me. I always just set my brow with like a brow gel. I think it was like $17 or something at Sephora, so that's not too bad. And it also comes with a little section off to the side with some tweezers and a little brush to use, as well as a spoolie, but that's on my desk somewhere. First product is my Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. I love this eyeliner. In fact, it's like all I use ever anymore because any other eyeliner that I get just never compares to it. I will say that this has helped my eyelashes grow, but every now and again my eyelashes go through a really, really, really funky stage where they will like curl in a weird way, or they'll stick out, or they'll just fall out and be sparse for a bit, and this does help when that happens. If you shake it, it has like a little ball or something inside, but the tip is one of those like really thin marker tips, and this doesn't smudge away easily. So this mascara, I was reaching for all the time. I still love it, and it came in that Too Faced kit, so you guys probably already know what this is. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's got like a tapered wand, so it gets thicker on the outside, a little bit thinner on the inside, and then thicker at the ends again. And it has, I think it has little lash fibers in it. Yes, it does. And it has little lash fibers that attach to your lashes and kind of make them look awesome sauce. But the formulation of this is really, really nice, and I fell in love with it almost instantly. And it actually pairs well with other mascaras. This is my last and final product that I have to share with you guys. I use this eyeshadow palette like all the time. It's not even funny, and it's really dirty, so excuse the dirty box, but it is the Smashbox Full Exposure Palette. I absolutely love this palette. When you see inside, you're gonna notice the colors that I use all the time, but I think that there is such an amazing amount of looks that you can do with this palette because it is super, super versatile. Clearly, we know what shadows I have given most of my love to. This light shimmery shadow is perfect on the eyelid. It is such a versatile color. It's just a nice, like champagne creamy color. It is absolutely gorgeous on the lid. And then this shadow right there is perfect as your crease, like initial crease color that will help blend out other colors. It's what I put on my crease first, and then I layer colors over top of it and I blend out with that color. It is just stunning. All the colors in this palette are absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and there are so many different looks that you can create with it. It's a bit of an older palette now. Smashbox has come out with other palettes since then, but there's so many looks that you can create. You've got your shimmers and your mattes. Oh, perfect. I am very much more of a matte type of eyeshadow gal than a shimmer, but this palette is just everything. So that is it for my current favorites. Like I said, not a whole lot going on, but just some products that I'm constantly grabbing for, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Maybe you hadn't heard of the products before, now you're interested in giving it a shot, or maybe you guys like the exact same products that I listed here. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, I am very sorry that it took so long for me to get another video out. There's just been a lot going on in my life right now, and I'm still at that point where I'm still just trying to gather my thoughts and kind of focus on myself before being able to put myself back out there. So hopefully there will be another video up soon, and I'm hoping to do like a makeup look or something that's not just a favorites video. So if you have anything that you want to see, please list it down below. I love hearing what you guys want to see, and suggestions really help me out too, because sometimes I get in like a creative brain block where I just can't decide what I want to do. And then when it comes to film, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just gonna do another favorites video. So please, if you have anything that you wanna see, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I have Instagram and Facebook. The links will be left down below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon, I hope. Bye.